You're watching 13 on Your Side Mornings.
Several stimulus programs put in place near the start of the pandemic have now expired, and it's affecting both employees and small businesses. And we are happy to be once again joined by Brian Calley, president of Michigan Small Business Association. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. Great to be back with you again.
Now, Brian, one concern businesses had in getting laid off employees back to work was that those employees may be making more money on unemployment due to that extra $600 from the CARES Act. Now, were businesses having trouble hiring workers back, and are they seeing more employees coming back now that it's expired?
Well, it's only been expired for a short period of time, so it's hard to evaluate whether or not employees are ready to go back. But there's no question across the board, we heard over and over again from small businesses that they were having a hard time getting employees to even consider the idea of being called back as long as the previous unemployment benefit existed. So as the Congress anticipates and debates a new system, the idea of not creating a disincentive for people to work is really important.
Now, obviously, on the flip side of that, Brian, there are people who lost their jobs permanently and have been counting on that $600 to get by. And of course, that would impact spending. With all that's in mind, you think Congress should be acting with more urgency on more stimulus programs?
Well, certainly there seems to be a game of chicken happening in Congress right now, and there are a lot of important questions that are on the table, and that we certainly hope that they work with urgency in order to get the next round of stimulus passed. This pandemic and the ramifications of it have a really, really long tail, and so it's going to be important for them to be in it for the long haul.
Lastly, Brian, we'll get you out of here after this. While many businesses are just partially open, some businesses are still closed. Fitness centers come to mind. Now, we're in August now, and are we about to see a majority of those businesses close down for good?
That's right. Really concerned about the businesses that are still closed down, still mandated to be closed down since last March and April. And that's just an extremely long period of time. So we need a reopening plan for like theaters and bowling alleys and fitness centers. As you had mentioned, there are several classifications of businesses. It's time to give them a plan and them permission to open up safely.
Brian Calley, thank you for your insight once again.
Thank you, sir.